Muy buenas, gente. Maravilloso. A ver, a ver, a ver, a ver. Creo que ya estamos. Creo que ya estamos. Y lo que haremos es lo siguiente. Vamos a cerrar aquí. Perdón, gente, todavía no me acostumbro. Aunque pude haberlo actualizado también. Perfecto, estamos aquí. A ver si funciona el bot. Todo perfecto.
Legión Gamer, hola.
¿Se me escucha bien? Ojalá que sí. Bueno, pues nada, vamos a iniciar. Vamos a darle, gente, al tebale. Ojalá se me escuche perfecto, todo bien, todo correcto. Ojalá que sí. Ojalá que sí. Así que nada, vamos a darle. Ay, ay, ay. Bueno, ya lo tenemos aquí. Así que nada, vamos a iniciar. Ojalá se me escuche bien. Ojalá que sí.
Falling Squirrel and Creative Bites Studios presents The Veil. Press the Start button or spacebar to begin. Main menu. Continue game.
Y vamos a continuar.
Press spacebar to select an option. Use arrow keys to cycle through options.
Here we are, Rivertown.
We don't plan on staying long. How will we find you when we are ready to leave?
I ring the bell when I'm heading out. I gather you intend to travel east.
That is the plan, yes.
I don't take travelers past the Oxbow.
How far is that?
About 5 miles.
How much do you want? To take us all the way to the King's Road?
How much? We are not haggling here. I don't go past the Oxbow.
Any thoughts on how we get back to the kingdom?
Become a pirate? Good luck.
Let's have a look around. See if we can find the way east.
Not much else to spend it on round here. May as well put it in the cup. Hello, princess.
What do you mean by princess?
I call all little girls princess.
Game options menu. Use arrow keys to cycle through menu options.
A ver.
Legión Gamer. No me para de subir el pase en NW.
Eso. Bien, supongo que el bot sí va, perfecto. Estoy revisando los 400. Bien, sí va, perfecto.
I'm hardly a little girl.
Insults will not get you copper.
You think I'm here for copper? Old Maggie is just here to help. So I'm going to give you 3 simple rules for getting by in Riverton. Rule 1, stay out of the swamp. Rule 2, keep 2 hands on the tiller. Rule 3, everything makes its way downstream one way or another.
Words to live by, I'm sure. Let's go, Alex.
Pero vamos a ver qué hay en la
Lighten
herrería.
your purse for old Maggie. Lighten your purse for old Maggie.
If you're looking for veils, I only have some materials for fish hooks until the iron comes in.
How long will that be?
Your guess is as good as mine. I fear my supplier met us bandits on the road.
What would you pay us if we were to uncover the fate of the supplier?
Very little if the iron is gone. You can have your choice of veils if you can recover the shipment.
Legión Gamer.
What do
Se
you say?
escucha perfecto.
Press spacebar to take up this quest. Alt key to pop.
We're in.
Beautiful. I'll be here waiting, making smaller and smaller fish hooks.
A ver, les comento un poquito. Parece que al herrero, el mercader que le
There's not
traía
much of
metal,
a road here.
se lo
Wait,
cargaron.
Alex. I see something.
What is it?
Blood. A few days old. Keep a hand on your steel. Cart tracks head off the road here. Whoever was bleeding was dragged off in the other direction. This is not a good situation, Alex. We should cut our losses and head
Aquí nos
back.
toca elegir
We
una
came all
opción.
this way.
Fine. Which way do you want to go?
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle options.
Follow the blood. Or the cart. The blood.
Press spacebar to select.
It's a morbid thought, but a body will have more to tell us, won't it?
All right. Stay close.
Veamos.
How far have we been walking?
Too far. This is a long way to drag a body. And there's something else.
What?
I've yet to see a footprint. Or an animal track. Just drag marks and blood.
Hold on. I hear something. Just ahead. Follow me.
Bueno, hay algo ahí. Coño de la madre, es un lobo. Un segundo.
Game options menu. Use arrow keys to cycle through menu options.
Así va mejor.
Legión Gamer. Hola. Legión Gamer, no me para de subir el pase en NW.
Es para ver el cielo.
Legión Gamer, se escucha perfecto.
Vale, perfecto.
Tebale.
Seguimos.
Bolbemos desactivado.
¿Qué hago con este? No me dieron el arco, Vamos a darles caña. Venga. Porque así soy yo.
I see them.
What is it?
Wolves feeding on a horse.
Wolves dragged a horse?
Not possible. Something else must have dragged it here. The wolves came later. We need to go now, Alex.
I have to agree.
Paola Aldana,
coming for
hola.
us.
Hola.
Ready your weapon.
Saludos, Paola. Estoy fuera de práctica, gente. Puta, que los caballos son muchos.
What's gotten into them? We need to get out of these
Legión
woods.
Gamer,
We'll
link
take a quick
publicado
look for the
XD.
cart on the way out.
Gracias.
Fine.
Joder, eran muchos. Estoy fuera de práctica, gente.
I smell a fire.
There's a clearing ahead. Looks like bandits. 4 of them. I can see the cart. And the body of the merchant.
They murdered him.
We should let the blacksmith come and get it himself.
There's something out there.
They know we're here. We could walk out there. Try to talk with them.
Or I start loosing arrows.
Your call. I follow your lead.
Vamos a
Can you see
ver.
what that is?
Gente, modo sigilo activado.
Is it the militia?
Or whatever slaughtered that horse?
Uy, aquí le doy perfecto.
Come out! We don't want trouble.
Show yourself.
Don't move, or I'll let loose again.
Easy now.
The Iron Merchant. Why did you murder him?
He was dead when we found him, honestly. There's not a scratch on him.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más. Hola, soy Edwin. Saludos desde
Why did you
Camargo,
take the wagon?
Chihuahua.
We
¿Qué
wanted
onda,
to sell
Edwin?
it, but we were afraid that the dead merchant would bring you here.
Bring us here.
The local militia.
Wait a minute. You're not the militia.
Por favor, chicos, no quiero pelear, anda.
Out here.
The others have followed the blood trail. They'll be back shortly.
I don't believe you. This is for the arrow.
¿Es en serio?
Angelina, hola.
Angelina, hola. ¡Ah, coño de la madre! Hostia, estoy fuera de práctica, gente. Ay, pero- Largo de aquí.
Truce! I call a truce! Why are you out here?
We were sent by the smith. We're taking the iron cart.
How are we going to do that without a horse?
Point.
¿Qué le dices que me oye?
We don't move now. You saw the blood on your nose. Whatever attacked the wagon, drag the horse into the
hand
woods
over your
and
coin?
kill the driver without touching him. We'll bring the iron into town with you. If you tell the militia we didn't kill the merchant.
Right? You have a deal.
What the fuck, qué bugazo es ese. Estaban en la cinemática y peleando. ¿Qué es eso?
Ah, my shipment. Who are your friends?
Woodsman. At the camp, near where we found the cart.
No need to say more. Bird travels fast around here. Sorry you had to see the nasty business.
Did you know the driver?
I didn't, actually. He was sent by the smelter. It just bothers me when someone comes into misfortune while in my service. Thinking at it now, I should have ordered earlier. Or risked it downriver. Anyhow. The forge is fired up. Tell you what, it takes this bit of silver. If you come back here, it will buy you any of the weapons.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más
We'll stop
que
by
hay.
before leaving.
You have gained 50 copper in coin and salvage.
Where now?
Legión Gamer. Voy a jugar una partida de saqueo mientras veo el IBE.
Suerte. Bueno, a ver chicos, para los que acabaron de llegar, el quest fue el siguiente. Teníamos que ayudarle al herrero de este pueblo que acabamos de llegar porque su metal, el mercader que traía el metal, pues nunca llegó. Vamos a ver qué productos tiene.
Welcome back. If you're willing to return my silver, I can fashion you a weapon worth twice that.
What can you make me?
I specialize in heavier arms.
Use up and down.
How about a hammer? Heavy yet compact. About a forearm's length should do you.
Press spacebar.
I could make a... My blades are on the heaviest side. If you're looking for protection, I could work some blade pieces for you. Nothing fancy.
Press.
My blades... I could make... Is a hammer.
Press spacebar.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
No sé, ¿ustedes qué me dicen? ¿Compro o no? ¿Será que le cambio el equipo a alguien?
Just a copper a day keeps old Maggie from the drain.
Game options menu.
Y
Bolbemos, skills. Bolbemos hablar.
actualizo página
160 juegos varios expresan metros fijables con bastiones. Cargando página.
por si acaso.
Carga completa juegos varios fijables reproductor de audio con una opción disponible para la opción fijable diálogo tipo región fijable con visita de la principal región fijable comentario región 17 minutos 30 segundos 17 minutos 30 segundos control de distancia búsqueda de sabor saca continente SHM botón sonido botón fijable vivo con disponible reproducción automática nuevo.
Menu. Use arrow keys to cycle through menu op.
For a blind old woman.
Ay, ay, ay.
Thank you, Mum.
A ver.
Another way now.
What else to spend it on round here?
Not this way.
Put it in the cup.
Oh. Another way then.
Might be a purse for old Maggie.
Not this way.
You here for a weapon?
Vamos que tenemos.
Use up and down arrow keys. to
Audiojuegos
cycle through
accesibles y
items
más.
of interest.
Me ha pasado eso
Press
en el
Alt
Ablin
key to
Legend,
leave.
jajaja. Literalmente se bugueó.
Sí, es súper extraño.
How about a hammer? Heavy yet compact. About a forearm's length should do you.
Press spacebar.
I could make a battle axe. My blades are on the heavier side, but can still be wielded with a shield. If you're looking for protection, I could work some blade pieces for you. Nothing fancy.
Press spacebar to consider purchase.
The heavy... I could... Is a hammer.
A ver,
Press
voy a
spacebar
hacer
to
lo
game
siguiente.
options
Voy a
menu.
salirme del juego porque creo
Use
que...
game. Quit game. Resume. Quit game and return to main menu. Use arrow keys to continue. Start to talk. Game. Quit game.
Nos salimos.
Bolbemos, skills. Bolbemos hablar. Control de distancia búsqueda de sabor 17 minutos 30 segundos 17 minutos 30. Fotel de Wiscom es 1.17.
Y volvemos a ingresar
Inicio de
que
Cristian, corte de archivos, cero.
para descartar el bugazo.
Cristian, mensaje árbol, vista elemento, lista. Juegos guardados desde 32. Vista elemento, seleccionado. Vista elemento, seleccionado. Vista elemento, lista, bolbemos. Tebale dato. Tebale 4 de 6. Bolbemos seleccionado.
Ahora.
Falling Squirrel and Creative Bites Studios presents
Ay, por favor.
The
rápido.
Veil. Press the start main menu. Continue.
Ya está. Por si acaso, gente, porque es que... Para descartar cualquier...
Where to, Alex?
Another way then.
Maggie, thank you.
Welcome back. If you're willing to return my silver, I can fashion you a weapon worth twice that.
What can you make me?
I specialize in heavier arms.
Use up and down arrow.
How about a hammer? Heavy yet compact. How about a fork? I could make a battle axe. My blades are on the heaviest side. If you're looking for protection, I could work some blade pieces for you. Nothing
Legión
fancy.
Gamer, Ubi te dije
Press
que no
spacebar to
salieras.
consider purchase.
My blade? I could... How about a hammer?
Use arrow keys to cycle this
No
item.
me
will
interesan
cost
las estadísticas, la compro.
Excellent. I'll get straight to work. Here you are. Give it a good swing.
Feels right. Good weight.
It is a fine-looking piece.
May it serve you well.
Thank you.
Use up and down arrow keys to cycle through items of interest.
I could make a battle. My blades are on the blade pieces. My blades are on the heavier side, but can still be wielded. I could make a battle axe with a pick spike to punch through mail.
Press spacebar to consider. Use arrow keys to cycle. This item will cost.
Venga, que tenemos plata para
Excellent.
gastar.
I'll get straight to work.
Y nos hace el equipo.
Here you are. Give it a good swing.
Feels right. Good weight.
It is a fine-looking piece.
May it serve you well.
Thank you.
Use up and down.
How about a ham? My blade, the blade pieces.
Press space.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Vámonos así. En otra ciudad compramos. Vamos a la taberna a ver si funciona.
You turf for old Maggie. Maggie, thanks you.
We're at the inn. It is busy. A lot of people passing through Rivertown.
Press space.
If you want to move anything on the water, you'll have to get in with the pirates.
Will they accept coin for passage?
They're not about to accept coin that they already take freely. You need to plead your case with the washerwoman.
The washerwoman.
Her entire family is in with the pirates. She sends them signals down the river with the way she hangs the clothes. You'll find her down at the docks. Sunrise to
Audiojuegos
sunset.
accesibles y
Thank
más,
you.
F
We
por
should talk to a
Ubisoft.
few more people before heading
F.
to the docks.
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle through interactions of interest. Press Alt key to leave.
Miss,
What is it, child?
I'm traveling with my father and brother. They've gone missing.
Missing. Here in town.
No, my brother and I were playing by the mire. Hugo got lost and my father went in to look for him. They haven't come out and no one here will help me.
Alex, we don't have time for this.
Press spacebar to take up.
Venga, ayudemos a
Can
la
you
chica.
show us where your father entered the mire?
Parece que se le perdió la
Yes.
mamá, el
Thank
papá y
you,
el hermano.
thank you.
Vamos a buscarlos. Que somos buena onda, hombre. Me faltaba. Un pantano.
This is where we last saw Hugo.
Honestly, Alex, it looks like a place where murderers dump their victims.
Shh. Let's just go in a ways.
Hugo! Father?
Wait up!
Legión Gamer,
What's your name
ya me
again?
imagino este juego
Stay
en
with us,
español
Robin.
latino.
Uf, una belleza.
Hello? Father? Father!
I see them.
Señor, ¿está bien?
In that tree ahead.
Why are they in a tree?
This way, Alex. Over here.
Ya voy, Shepherd. Déjame pasar, hombre.
Over here.
Que sí, que estoy explorando, Shepherd.
Robin! Don't come any closer!
We're here to help you. Are you hurt?
There's something in the water!
Robin! Stay next to me. And don't move.
They're coming!
Who are coming? Describe it.
I don't know if I can. Ready your weapon, Alex.
Hay algo en el agua. Linda.
Where is it?
¿Te gusta mi nueva hacha? ¡Maldito! ¡Déjame subir! Hay que darle muchas veces, gente, para que nos deje subir.
Still there?
I think so.
Se sumergió, qué hijo de puta. Qué cabrón es, Vamos. Déjalo subir.
Enough of this.
Es un poco pesada el hacha, Se cansa muy rápido, Alex.
I think you killed it.
Robin! You go.
Oh, Robin.
We need to leave this place now.
Yes, please.
Espera, ¿es un martillo o un hacha? No me acuerdo qué fue lo que le pedí que me fabricara. Vale.
I owe you everything, yet I have little to repay you with. Pirates made off with the tea we were selling.
You owe us nothing. I'm just glad to be of service.
Yes, you have the heart of one who serves.
You wouldn't happen to be heading east on the river?
No. We will be taking the road west. But I will make sure that stories of your
Eso es lo
bravery
único malo, gente, que esta
travel
arma
with
pesa
us.
mucho y se cansa muy rápido.
Goodbye, Alex. And thank you, Shepard.
You must take some pleasure in that, Shepherd.
I suppose I do. Where now?
Legión Gamet. A Alex le quedaría bien la base al otro.
Sí.
Kobe's. Hey, you with the bow.
Me?
Don't suppose you like fish?
I don't mind it.
Well, I hate fish. Have all my life.
And you sell it?
Born into fishmongering. You can't choose your parents, can you?
No, you can't.
It puts food on the table, mostly fish, of course. But we used to get regular shipments of venison and salt pork before the pirates took to the river. I could pay decent if you were to put that bow to work.
What do you consider decent?
5 copper for rabbit, 15 for boar or deer. You won't find a fairer price in town. I'm also the only butcher.
He must be desperate, Alex. That's a very good price.
Press space.
We'll do it.
Vamos.
I'll let you know what the wood has to offer.
Good hunting.
Feliz cacería.
Wait, I see something. It's a rabbit.
Ahí está comiendo. Gente sensible.
Great shot. It's down. We should bag one more before leaving. You hit it. It's down. Well done. I think that's all for today.
Cito el conejito.
Very nice. I can make the wife some nice gloves to boot. 5 copper each, as I promised.
You have gained 10 copper.
Where now?
Fish! Fish!
Ahorita vamos y le compramos todo lo que tiene al herrero este.
Fish! Don't suppose you're heading out to the wood on my behalf.
Primero voy a
Press
completar todas
space
las
bar.
We'll do
misiones
it.
de este, y
I'll let you
vamos a
know what the wood
completar
has to
las misiones de la
offer.
taberna,
Good hunting.
y vamos y le completamos. Comprar todo.
There's something just ahead. It's a boar.
está el cerdito.
Great shot. Shield ready, Alex. It's down. Let's go collect from the merchant.
Tuve que meterle varios flechazos.
A decent size piggy. Don't suppose you have an apple for the mouth? 15 copper, as promised.
You have gained 15 copper.
Where to, Alex?
Cobies, green gills, Stonehenge. Don't suppose you're heading out to the wood on my behalf?
Press spacebar to take.
We'll do it. I'll let you know what the wood has to offer.
Good hunting.
Game options menu.
Sí. Ah, claro, perdón, no sé.
Use arrow key.
Vamos a actualizar la página por si acaso.
To cycle through menu.
Wait, I see something. It's a deer. Good shot. It's down. Well done. I think that's all we're going to find.
Ahí estamos.
Look at that. A magnificent stag. I'll give you 20 for this. That's just the guy I am.
You have gained 20 copper.
¿Cómo suena el dinero?
Where now?
Fish, fresh from the river this morning.
Are you still looking for fresh meat?
Fully stocked up now, thanks to you. Another time, perhaps. Are you interested in some fish?
No, thank you.
Alex le preguntó.
Fish, fish.
Not much else visit around here. Yes, we'll put it in the
From the river this morning. Coffee, green
right in
tea,
your turn for old Maggie.
We're at the inn.
Press spacebar to enter. Or use down and up arrow.
You two would do nicely. We're looking for travelers unknown to the locals. With Odetta on the road east, bandits have turned to the river. Merchants downstream will pay us big to end their
El
pirating.
espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. ¿Qué onda,
nothing.
gente?
We'll load you up,
Hola, amigo, ¿qué
send
tal?
you down. When the pirates show up, we'll do the rest.
Sounds dangerous.
We've 10 ex-soldiers from Braga Garrison. Pirates won't touch you.
What would you pay us?
100 copper.
Each.
Sure. Each.
Press spacebar to take.
All right.
Hola, ¿qué es, gente?
We'll do it.
200 copper. And we may be able to get the ferry east if they can break the blockade.
Do you see anything?
Legión
Nothing
Gamer.
yet.
La música
Can
está
you see our
piola.
escort?
Sí, la música es muy
They're
buena.
set back in the woods now. I can only hope they're still
gente, la
watching
que
us.
trata de proteger a alguien de unos
Perhaps we'll
piratas.
drift all the way home?
Wait. I see movement on the left bank. Pirates.
La música está muy buena.
Where is our escort?
I see our escort now on the right. They've put in upstream.
José Manuel Pulido. Hola,
What are they
guapísimo.
doing? 10 men on one raft.
Watch the rocks!
¿Cómo?
Watch the rocks!
Fools. They've capsized.
Ah, teníamos que
We're
rescatar
on
a
our
alguien
own.
de unas canoas, gente.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. XDD, ¿en qué capítulo juegas?
Ready your
Oh,
shield.
como en el 3.
Archers loose!
Hermoso. Ven que te la freno, cariño.
Here they come.
We can lighten the load for you.
Another boat. Incoming.
Adiós. Esta arma tiene mucho poder, pero cansa mucho.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Como quien dice, esto ya está jodiendo, o sea, te van a matar XDDD.
Exactamente, me van a joder la vida. Qué mala puntería tienes, cabrón. Ven aquí, cariño.
I hope you can swim.
Menos habla y más acción. Puta madre. Casi no la palmo, casi la palmo.
You still with me, Shepherd?
Yes. I'll take us to shore.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
You think?
Worked out in the end, didn't it? Blockade is done with.
Our payment?
When we collect from the merchants.
You'll be giving us our payment now. Or you'll be floating downstream with those pirates.
No need for threats. I only have 100. But it's yours if you're not willing to wait.
We'll take it now.
Suit yourself.
Madre mía, pero es que mira cómo nos llenamos de oro. Es que la cosa es impresionante.
You have gained 100 copper in coin and salvage.
Yo quiero comprar un escudo, pero es que no me acuerdo dónde era que lo vendían, gente.
It sounds like the ferryman's heading out. We should see if he'll take us east, now that the pirates are thinned out a little.
Vamos a ver de nuevo al herrero.
Not much else to spend it on round here. May as well put it in the cup.
You here for a weapon?
Use up and down arrow.
How about a hammer? My blades are on too heavy. If you're looking for protection, I could work some blade pieces for.
Use arrow. This item will cost.
Excellent. I'll get straight to work. Here you are. May it serve you well.
Oh, nos compramos una
Thank
hermosa
you.
armadura, gente.
Use up and down arrow keys to cycle through items of interest. Press Alt key to leave.
How about a hammer? My blades are on the heavier side.
El
but can
espacio
still be
accesible con
beneficial.
Juan Miguel. Perdón si hago
Press
spoiler, pero
spacebar to
recomiendo que
consider
no juegues
purchase.
el último capítulo. No voy a decir de qué trata, pero sí es malo. No jugué, pero escuché un video de eso.
Tranqui, yo...
Angelina, mucho dinerito, sonrisa dental con ojos felices.
Exactamente. ¿Quieres? Para Juan, mira, yo ya me he jugado el juego, ¿vale? Ya me lo he jugado y tranqui que... pues ya conozco el final, ¿sí? Y sinceramente a mí me pareció muy bueno, pero muchas gracias por tu crítica.
Use arrow keys to this item.
Ven, comprémonos esto también.
Excellent. I'll get straight to work.
Hazlo, mi amigo. Madre mía, qué bonito. Sí,
Here you
Angelina.
are. Give it a good swing.
Feels right. Good weight.
It
Prefiero
is a
este.
fine-looking piece.
May it serve you well.
Thank you.
Use up and down arrow keys.
How about I could make a battle axe? How about a hammer? Heavy yet compact. About a form.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Es que prefiero este que es más liviana. Ya ven, cambian los pasos. necesitan gente que abra los pasos.
Prepare for old smack.
Vamos a ganar más dinero.
Get there. There's a copper for a blind old woman.
We're at the inn.
Press space. Use down and up arrow key.
I've done it again. The stable master is going to kill me.
What have you done, girl?
A horse I was watering.
El
put
espacio
away.
accesible con Juan
It
Miguel.
belongs to
Ahora
a
sabes
household.
manejar el OBS
I came in here
XDDD.
hoping that someone might be
Sí,
able to help
amigo.
me.
Aún me faltan
It's
cositas,
up
pero ya
in
lo
the
manejo
meadow,
mejor.
above town, but I can't corral it by myself.
What can you offer us for help?
Nothing, but my thanks. That's the problem, isn't it?
Press spacebar to...
Ayudémosle.
We can help.
What are you doing? We need to focus on getting you home. How's this going to help us?
It will help me sleep better.
Thank you. We'll go now.
Este Shepard siempre poniendo problema, madre mía.
There she is, in the center of the pasture.
Muy
You're
bien.
the shepherd?
Resulta que
What do we do?
Resulta
Pues
que
spread
esta,
out
resulta que
and
esta
move in
chica,
on it slowly.
cállense, madre mía. Resulta que a esta chica se le perdió el caballito. Y se le puso tremenda armadura, madre mía. Pero bueno, el paso de los pasos cambian, depende de la armadura. Lo que hay que hacer es acercarse al caballito.
Nice and slow, Alex.
Ya sé, Shepard, tú déjame a mí. Hola, ¿qué tal? Bien, bien. Bien con Alex. ¿Qué puede ser más cabrón en la vida? Se corrió.
Legión Gamer. Alex necesita un rifle de francotirador como el HDR.
Sí.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más. ¿Qué onda?
Sí.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Uyu, este capítulo me lo sé XDDD.
Vamos a ver, a probar un enfoque diferente. Voy a hacer cámara por aquí. No porque estamos en la antigüedad, viejo. No creo que le sirva un rifle. ¿Ven? No tienes escapatoria, cabrón. Me deja de ocultarte, madre mía. Ya te tengo, mi niña.
Easy, gal.
You did it! Thank you! I am forever in your debt.
You're quite welcome.
Lo ven, gente, hicimos una buena acción. No todo es dinero en la vida. Apréndanse esto.
Where to, Alex?
Todas las opciones para hacer bastante dinerito.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más. ¿Cuántos niveles tiene ese
We're
juego?
at the inn.
Press
No va por
spacebar
niveles,
to enter.
va por capítulos,
Alt
y
key
tiene-
to leave.
o sea, no sé cómo se titulan los capítulos como tal. O sea, no tiene niveles como tal. Es un capítulo todos juntos. Porque por capítulos no va. Yo
There's
solo
nothing
quiero
for
dividir
us
por
here.
capítulos.
Let's go.
Pero se puede decir que solo tiene uno. Muy grande.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Pobre caballo XDD.
Bien, ya no tenemos más misiones. Ahora nos toca ir a hablar con esta señora que estaba lavando la ropa. Para que nos ayude a empezar a otro lado.
do you want? I'm full up today if you're looking for laundering.
We were told that you could help us get past the pirate blockade.
Well, you were told wrong. I wash, I dry, I charge 2 copper a basket.
Can we help you then? Hang these up?
Put that down. You'll get it all wrong.
There is a militia in town. A rough bunch in need of washing. We could bring them down.
Easy, Shepard. We were told you work for the pirates, and I need to get down the river to see my family. I have little to offer, or steal for that matter, but I have little choice but to rely on the kindness of strangers.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Compa, tu voz se oye despacio.
Surely anyone can understand what it is to be in need.
Perhaps you would do me a kindness in exchange.
Perhaps. What do you need?
My daughters and eldest son joined the pirates after my husband left with the garrison. My youngest boy,
Ahora ya
Alphonse, is
se me
still
debe
with me.
escuchar mejor.
But his sisters will come for him. And he too would be lost to the river.
What can we do?
Take him south, to my brother. He is a good man, a tradesman. He can offer him more than I can here. Would you do this?
Press spacebar to take up this quest. Alt key to pass.
Bueno, básicamente ella nos dice que si le ayudamos a llevar a su hijo donde su hermano, nos va a ayudar a cruzar el río. Porque acuérdense que el de la canoa, el del la barca, no quería ayudarnos a pasar el río porque hay muchos piratas. Y la señora tiene contactos.
We'll help you.
For safe passage on the river.
Yes. Safe passage for safe passage. You have my word.
Alphonse, is it? Do you know your uncle well?
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. XDD, parece que hay spam por aquí porque yo soy el único que manda mensajes seguidos XD.
No importa,
What's wrong with your eyes?
nada.
What's wrong with your manners?
It's okay, Shepard. I'm blind.
How do you get around like that?
With practice and patience. With the help of a stick.
El niño está
With the
preguntando
help
que
of my
ya
friend
cómo puede
here.
luchar. Y entonces ya se responde que con práctica,
With the help of a weapon if need be.
dedicación y más cosillas.
We all need help sometimes. You don't think your uncle could help you? Help you find an honest life?
I want my own life. My mother sends me off with a blind woman and a cripple.
We'll get you to your uncle safely.
Not if I can help it. Good luck finding me.
Alphonse, wait!
Why can't anything be easy?
We'll get him back.
El
Let's
niño
go.
está de rebelde. Que te mete un hachazo, niño.
I can hear him. Just ahead.
Careful, Alex. You're going to kill yourself. I'm going to kill myself. Wolves! A pack!
Ahora se está lloriqueando,
Careful,
¿no, niño?
Alex. I've never seen wolves act like
Que
this.
prefiero las espadas.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Debería JE haber un grupo en Telegram XDD.
¿Tienen que hablar un grupo de Telegram?
Again!
Hijo de puta.
Are you okay, boy?
Don't touch me. I just want to be with my family, with my sisters. Can't you see that?
I can.
Legión Gamer.
I
No
wanted
es
to be with
spam,
my
es un
brother and I
chat
was forced to
activo.
leave him. I'm stuck out here. Hundreds of miles from home because of a choice that was made for me.
What do you want to do, Alex?
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle options.
Muy bien. Aquí nos pone...
Audiojuegos accesibles y más. ¿Qué está pasando ahora en el juego?
Ve, estamos eligiendo una opción. El chico resulta que quiere ir con sus hermanas, pero la señora nos encargó que lo lleváramos con el tío. Entonces, aquí a ver si me ayudan. ¿Lo dejamos ir con las hermanas o lo llevamos con el tío? Lo que ustedes decidan.
Take him to his uncle.
Ir con el tío.
To his sisters.
Ir con las hermanas.
To his uncle.
¿Con quién, gente? ¿Tío o hermana?
Press spacebar to select. Use arrow keys to consider another option.
Cállese, señora, que el chat está decidiendo. ¿Nadie? Decido yo, ¿eh? ¿Nadie? ¿Seguros? ¿Tío? ¿O hermanas?
Audiojuegos accesibles y más, con el tip.
¿Con el tío?
Legión Gamer, hermanas.
Vamos, alguien que desempate. Uno por hermanas. Uno por tíos. Por tío. Alguien que, por favor, lo empate.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel, cuando vas a jugar el juego de The Artifact. Audiojuegos accesibles y más, el tío jaja.
No, tú no cuentas, tú ya votaste, hombre. El de Artifact ya lo jugué y resulta que aún tiene muchos bugs por corregir, ¿vale? Ya hice un directo hace no mucho tiempo.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel, hermanas.
Madre mía, las hermanas.
Angelina, el tío.
Madre. Bien, perfecto, maravilloso. Muy bien. Ahora empate de nuevo. Vamos, gente, decidan ya. Bien, me va a tocar decidir a mí porque F por el chat. A ver.
To his sister, to his uncle, to his uncle, to his uncle, to his uncle, to his sister, to his uncle, to his sisters, to his uncle.
Venga, con el tío.
Sometimes the choices others make are for the best, even if we can't see it. I have to take you to your uncle. I made a promise to your mother.
Fine.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel, me decido por el tío.
Bien, ya, igual. Ya lo elegí, tío.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más, es que no escribí bien, jajaja.
Your sister just wants him to be safe.
Not much trouble he can get into out here. Mind you, with the way the wolves have been lately, we'll keep him close to the house.
What is it you do? Your sister said you're a tradesman.
I make coffins for proper burial. Only coffin maker for 100 miles. No kids of my own, so Alphonse can help the wife and I keep up with the demand. Never slows down, the coffin business. Not the happiest time, mind you, when business picks up. In the winter, usually. That horde just missed us. That would have been a boon. Would have been sad, though.
Ah. Well, take care.
You as well. Send my regards to my sister.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel, como se llama la canción del juego que me encanta.
Thank you.
Me gustaría saberlo. Voy a buscarla y si algo la paso por el grupo.
Bless you, child.
I'm sure Alphonse will be safe and happy someday.
If you give this coin to the ferryman, he'll take you to the King's Road. No questions asked.
Thank you for helping me.
Oh, I didn't do this for you, girl. I did it for your parents. I hope they see you soon.
Ah, yes.
Oh, and take this. To keep you safe on your travels. I'd been using it for a scrubbing board. But I imagine you'll make better use of it.
Game options menu.
Actualizamos por si acaso.
Use arrow keys to cycle through menu options. You have gained a quality wooden shield. Your old shield is worth 15 copper and will be added to your coin total.
It sounds like the ferryman's heading out. We can go see what this special coin will buy us.
Bien. Ya podemos ir donde el sujeto. Recibe la campanita para que nos lleve al...
Hello again.
We'd like you to take us to the King's Road. We have payment.
I told you. I don't... Wait. Where did you get that?
We were told it did not matter.
Right you are. Climb aboard when you're ready.
We should think about setting out.
When you are ready to travel, press the Tab key to bring up the character menu. A character travel map.
We are here in Rivertown. The mountain pass is a 5-day journey from where the ferry meets the King's Road.
Press spacebar.
Nos vamos.
This is it. The King's Road is just up the bank. I have to warn you, the gentle parts of the Vale are behind you now. The mountain pass, heading into winter, isn't for the faint of heart.
We'll keep that in mind.
If you did, you wouldn't take another step. So long.
Hasta luego, hombre. No
Looks like the road is clear. Here, take my hand, I'll help you up the bank.
Hello, princess.
Oh! You startled me.
You're the blind
Legión
woman from the
Gamer.
market.
Alguien para
prefer
jugar
to
a
be called
Codex T.
Maggie. And you're the travellers who've been making all the fuss. Taking on pirates, reuniting families, finding lost horses, running iron.
How did you make it out here?
I walked.
That's not possible.
Sure it is. You put one foot in front of the other and repeat.
I mean, you're blind. And there was no land route to get here.
There are plenty of routes if you know what you're doing. Where are you headed?
Why would that be business of yours?
You might need my help. There's safety in numbers, you know.
You might be safer, but we'll be slower.
Don't flatter yourselves. There's no substitute for life experience.
We're headed east.
I have a place along the King's Road. You can spend a night there. Break up the trip a little.
What kind of place?
It's your standard hovel, but better than the lice-infested inns along the way. No dead un will be snooping around, I can promise you that.
We'll be fine on our own. Thank you. Let's get moving.
What's the harm in escorting her back to her hovel?
We can't have her slowing us down. We need to get ahead of the horde.
I can hear her following
no
us.
está de acuerdo con que la
Then we
señora
happen
venga
to be
con
sharing the
nosotros.
road. Until wolves take her.
Unkind.
Regardless, we are not waiting for her.
I've always loved travel at night. It's cooler, quieter, less busy. When you're in a city and walking, there's nowhere you can't go on foot. Wagons need roads, boats need rivers. Did you know that section of river you were on meanders for 20 miles? I walked less than 10.
She can move for an old crow.
Damn right I can move. Been moving most of my life. You sit still and you shrivel up. You keep moving and you find things, discover things. Some things you can't explain, so you move on to discover other things that explain those things.
I've covered more ground in the past few days than I have in all my years living in...
Stop. Both of you. Don't you dare take another step.
What is it?
The woods.
Se viene lo bueno, gente.
Pine trees.
Not the pine trees, you daft gloit.
I smell ash. A fire.
Brimstone. Look to the woods.
Something is moving. Something dark.
Wolves.
Not like I've ever seen.
Run. Now.
Take my hand.
Yes, lead the way.
Vienen
I'll fend them
lobos,
off.
gente. Pero estos lobos son muy diferentes. Ahora vamos corriendo en nuestra escalera.
Here come more.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. Pre-spoiler, la chica se llama Maggie, perdón por responder, pero no me resistí XD. Audiojuegos accesibles y más. Está muy divertido el juego y el en vivo, amigo.
Muchas gracias.
No, no. A rock face.
Llegamos a un lugar sin salida. Ahora miren esto, gente.
What is she doing?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Alex.
El espacio accesible con Juan Miguel. El chat está atrasado, carita riéndose.
Oh, rayos.
Are they gone?
Yes. For now.
How far is your shelter?
Not far.
Game options.
Tranquilos, ya lo resuelvo. A ver si ya se resuelve, gente, con... Listo. No debería solucionarse. Espero que sí.
New. Use arrow keys.
We'll be safe there. Follow me.
Espero que ahora vaya mejor.
I'll start the fire.
What was that?
Nether wolves. Spawned by the Fae, no doubt.
No, what you did. In the woods back there.
You've never seen a blind woman throw fire around before?
No one sees that.
Oh, there's much sighted folk don't see. You know it, Princess. You see it, don't you? Glimpses of the future. Tell your friend.
I do. I see misfortune before it happens.
And flashes from the past.
When needed, yes.
You are a seer, like me.
Nos está hablando de los flashes, gente. Los que tenemos que nos enseñan.
It's a power we draw from the Fae realm. The same power that brings the fire and all manner of magic.
So I could do what you do, with fire?
Perhaps. But not like me, Princess.
Why must you keep calling me Princess?
It's your title. By birth. You don't think much of old Maggie if you don't think I could see who you are. Even your friend here was able to figure that out, eh? His silence tells you all you need to know. The point is, it hardly matters. We are all in grave danger. These wolves, the Horde, none of this is by chance. You two are going to help me get to the bottom of it all.
We're headed home to Glades, to my brother.
You may not have a lot to say about where you're going. You're not likely to get through the pass without our help.
There are more of you?
I have a husband who takes up residence in the mountain village of Crow. It's near the pass. You'll shelter us while we figure out how to get you home.
Thank you, Maggie. You were right. There is safety in numbers.
You two should try to get some rest. I'll keep watch tonight.
Up you get, Your Eminence.
Please, don't call me that. Is it morning already?
It is noon. We should head out.
We have 3 days' journey to Crow. I have rations, but we may have to hunt along the way.
We'll get started then.
Hold on. There are things to consider. The road ahead is notorious for bandits and other ne'er-do-wells. Maybe better to wait for nightfall.
I would rather run into bandits than more of those creatures. What does our princess think?
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle options.
¿Cómo es que era?
We'll set out now then, with the daylight.
Vean, aquí nos pregunta si queremos viajar de día o de noche.
Press spacebar to select.
We'll head out now. Bandits will be a welcome change after last night.
Vamos a vieja.
So what do these nether wolves want?
La primera opción es de día y la segunda opción es de noche, gente.
They're minions of unsavory characters from the Fey realm. Shades and the like.
Shades?
Your mother never told you that shades would drag you away into the night if you didn't go to bed.
My mother died when I was young. The only thing my brother and I feared was our father. Oh, and according to my uncle, the endless list of enemies that were coming to murder our family, which I suppose now is mostly true.
Shades are just as real. They rarely stray from the Fey realm, but they can possess creatures from our world, like wolves, and set them about doing their work.
Good day to you ladies.
Hola,
and
bandidos.
gentlemen, I have to assume.
We don't want trouble, lads.
You won't be any trouble at all.
Put those away, boys. The old woman is not to be trifled with.
This old bat?
Trust me, you'll be playing with fire.
Was that supposed to mean something?
This is the part where you bring the fire, witch?
The powers of the Fey are not at your beck and call.
But it would be helpful, no?
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Oh, son muchas flechas.
You're not going to hand over your coin?
You're not going to hand over your coin?
Oh, shit, estamos rodeados.
Strayed a little far from home.
Hola.
You're not from around here, are you?
Why wouldn't you use your magic?
The princess's steel was impressive enough. We can't have stories about
¿Por qué no
sorcerers
usaste la
following
magia?
us
La
into the
princesa se puede
mountains.
cargar. Listo.
You have gained 60 copper in coin and salvage.
Dinero.
Game options menu. Use arrow key.
Listo.
She snores worse than you.
Stand down, you blatant wazzock.
You don't think seers can accidentally cast spells in their sleep, do you?
Shepherd, what is your real name again?
Abd al-Rashid.
Abdal Rashid.
Not bad. Though I don't mind being called Shepherd. Reminds me of my purpose.
How long have you known who I was?
From the first. There was word about the missing princess.
And you didn't let on?
You clearly were not looking to tell me. What would be the point?
So I didn't have to keep up the act.
What act? Would you have been ordering me around as a servant?
No.
How are princesses different from shepherds?
More as expected.
Game options menu. Use arrow keys to...
Me parece que el bot murió. Estoy revisando, gente. Eso era lo que pasaba, gente. Tenía el bot, no lo tenía para que me leyera el chat. Una disculpa por no estarlo leyendo. Ahora sí.
Through menu options.
Of us.
Like what?
My brother was expected to rule Glades from birth, and he does. He was tutored and trained, so was I. Frankly, I wasn't sure what was expected of me until my father sent me to the borderlands. To lord over a castle there.
What would make you a good lord?
I'm sure I wouldn't have made much of one.
Un saludo para todos los que
You
acaban
could
de
do
llegar.
worse, you Easterners. What if a king had a stupid or weak or cruel child? You all suffer. In the borderlands, we always follow the strongest and most cunning, no matter where they come from.
What about the Odedan?
It's the same.
Well, my brother is not stupid. Or weak. We will not have suffered for him becoming king. It's only a matter of a few minutes at the
game options menu. Use arrow keys to cycle.
Interactuar con... Voy a cerrar el navegador. A veces el bot como que se atora. Perfecto. Ahí lo dejo, ya el bot debería estar funcionando perfecto. Voy a anunciarme a mí mismo.
Blim Games Technology, Skeñel Hatsk.
Perfecto, el bot sí va de maravilla.
Through menu option.
Kingdom could have had a blind ruler.
You are a twin.
I am. So perhaps fate isn't so bad at choosing leaders after all. Theo is a natural leader. People listen to him.
They would not do the same for you?
Why would anyone listen to a blind woman?
Because you listen to them.
Otro tutorial.
Are you listening, Alex?
Yes, sorry, Uncle. Just wondering why you're not drawing your sword.
I have something else in mind today, Alex. The sword is an elegant weapon made for self-defense on the road. Easy to carry and easy to dismiss as
Está
ornamental.
hablando de las armaduras y
Your
etc.
shield, however, makes it a weapon of war. There are other weapons you will only find on the battlefield. Brutal weapons made to pierce armor and crush bone. This, Alex, is a war hammer.
A war hammer?
Actually, it's a wooden maul, a safer substitute for training against a true war hammer. It's not much heavier than your sword, but it serves a much different purpose. When wielded by a strong enough opponent, blows from these weapons can injure, even through your shield. Blocking heavy attacks from these weapons is still better than taking the full force of the blow. However, blocking will wear you down, and it is best to interrupt the swing with your own well-timed attack. Are you ready?
I doubt it. But let's give it a go.
On guard! Interrupt my attack.
Lo que él nos dice es que hay enemigos que pueden atravesar nuestro escudo con un ataque pesado.
Brian Javier Llano. Yo soy burro para el inglés.
Excellent.
Muy bien.
Finally, I'm going to come at you with alternating heavy attacks
Saludos.
and quick combos. Start with your shield raised while you listen for which attack is coming.
Listen for the type of attack. Interrupt the heavy attacks and block and counter the quick combos.
Try again. Very good.
Hay que pegarles varias veces para evitar ataques. Y eso hay que bloquearlo. Muy bien.
Excellent. I pray you have no cause to face these weapons in battle, but a soldier must be prepared.
Soldier? I thought I was a princess.
A princess should not ask a subject to be something she's not willing to be herself.
I understand.
What if we try some enemy? My father
Well done. Many of our enemies will not care about that.
The valley is much wider here in the mountains. It feels good to be in open country again.
We're exposed out here.
So are our enemies.
Audiojuegos accesibles y más. Ya me voy, amigo,
Men are
carita
no different
triste.
from wolves and jackals.
Hasta luego.
It's the ones I cannot see that I fear most. There is a ridge on our right. A good spot for an ambush. However, once we are past it, I can relax for another mile at least. In the woods, I have no peace. Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
I hear them. Clansmen. We may be fine
Muy
as
bien.
long as we're not
A
in
poner
Mara
en práctica las
territory.
enseñanzas de nuestro
Clan
tío.
borders change yearly.
How will we know if we are in Mara territory?
We're in Mara territory. Ready your shield, Alex. They may
Y te
throw the
lanzan
first
hachas.
act
Observen
in
esto,
charge.
chicos. La tengo. Tienes armadura, ¿eh? ¡Hostia! La tengo. Mierda.
Those were scouts. The Mara clan are on the move.
The Odedin are driving them out?
Or they are emboldened, looking to move
Muy
on
bien.
other clans in the chaos.
Muy bien.
Sorry to say, Shepherd, you won't find much peace out here.
You have gained 80 copper in coin and salvage.
Y nos dieron dinero, maravilloso.
Akram, open up!
Has it been long since you've seen your husband?
Not long, just a few years. We know you're in there. No sense hiding.
And he's an older gentleman. About your age?
Oh, he's seen his share of winters, yes. I'd know if he's dead, if that's what you're getting at.
If only I was so lucky.
Akram, get down here. We have guests.
You lost the key again? Typical. Coming down.
Hello.
Pleasure, pleasure. Come, sit. I'll put something on. I can't promise you it will taste any good. I lost my sense of taste years ago, drinking something this old witch made for me. How long are you staying this time?
As long as our guests need.
Just the night. We'll be heading for the pass in the morning.
You won't be heading for the pass before spring. The snows have set in. Hope you like turnips. It's all I got. You'd think she would have brought some food with her after being away for what, 2 years?
You could always come with me, you know.
I have the library to maintain. You really want to start up this argument again?
Well, I'm not your errand girl. Akram considers himself a seer as well. He's more interested in the past. The history of the craft, he calls it.
So, they're in on the game. They know about the Fae?
If you were any kind of seer, you'd know this before we walked in the door.
What brought them around to believing you?
Nether wolves.
How many?
10 or more. Must have been a pack that was exposed to a rift.
They're up to something, the Fae. Stories have been around town in the past few weeks. Do you think they're surfacing in aid of the Horde?
Picking sides? You know that's not their way. I'm still working out their plan.
Well, after you're watered up, you should head into the village. Ask around.
We just need to get back to the capital as soon as possible.
Is there any way to get through the pass now?
We can get you through once the weather breaks. But you may not have a home to go back to if we don't heed the warnings that are presenting themselves. You need to help us first. I'm going to visit the farmsteads to inquire about the movement of the Horde. You two should ask around town about any unusual happenings
Esa herrería
in
me
the
está
area.
llamando.
Folk up here always have stories. I'll travel with you if you come across anything particularly hair-raising.
What about your husband?
Akram will be at the library in the monastery. If you're looking for a place to nap, you should stop by for a visit.
Vamos a ir a
What
la
do you think?
herrería.
I think it's a distraction we can't afford. Perhaps we can find a guide to take us through the pass.
You don't believe the realm is in danger?
There is danger everywhere. I plan to stay out of it.
What is the town like?
Looks like there is a proper smith here. The monastery is on the other side of the square.
I can hear the bells.
And it looks like there is some sort of celebration going on next to it.
Sounds like that's where most of the village is.
Bueno, gente, les explico.
Nope.
El reino de Fail es un reino como mágico que solo algunas personas pueden canalizar. Creo que Fail, no me acuerdo el significado seguro, no me acuerdo muy bien. Pero yo voy a ir a ver la herrería y con esto...
What you looking for, lass?
Hola, señora.
Arms and armor.
You have nasty business with the clans, do you?
Just a precaution. We're heading east.
Well, you won't find a better smith this side of the pass. And good local steel from the mines.
Use up and down.
This short sword would suit you well. It's light and lethal. If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have this sturdy longsword for 100. If you're looking for better protection, I have these chainmail pieces. This shield is strong and relatively light for 70 copper.
Use arrow keys to sight. This item will cost 4.
There you go, lass.
Use up and down arrow keys to cycle through items of interest. Press Alt key to lead.
This short, the longsword.
Press spacebar.
If you're looking for better the longsword. This short, the longsword.
Press spacebar.
This short sword would suit you well, the longsword.
Press spacebar to use this item.
There you go, lass.
Use up and down arrow.
If you're looking for better protection, I have these chainmail pieces.
Use arrow this item.
Y esto.
There you go, lass.
Use up and down arrow key.
I'll be going now.
Listo,
Thank
gente.
you.
Anytime,
Tenemos
lass.
casi todo metálico. Hasta la armadura. Y esta armadura nos hace caminar un poco más ligero, lo cual nos conviene. Bueno, gente.
Game or quit game. Resume game. Quit game and return to main menu. You continue to game. Quit game.
Yo creo que vamos a dejarlo hasta aquí. Yo solo quiero saber si el bot nunca dejó de funcionar.
Blim Games Technology, hola.
Perfecto. Funciona perfecto. Vale, gente. Bueno, muchas gracias por verme. Los pocos que estuvieron, se agradece mucho. Y ojalá que lo hayan disfrutado tanto como yo disfruté grabándolo y interactuando con ustedes. Así que nada, gente, nos vemos en la próxima.